Hello everyone and welcome to the third month of the year, March. We have decided to christen it the Ghana month and we will focus on the positive sides of Ghana and tell the stories that will inspire hope and buttress the point that Ghana is a great country. Let's all be patriotic. Welcome to JoyNews Interactive with me, Selinam Ampo. And you know, on Fridays, we bring to you the most watched videos. You can follow us on all our social media platforms. It's Joy News on TV. For 2 weeks now, Joy News has been on this project to force the political parties to disband political or party militia now. Our call was corroborated by President Akufo-Addo when he delivered a 2019 State of the Nation address. He asked the leadership of the governing New Patriotic Party and the opposition National Democratic Congress to meet to find ways to make this possible. This campaign has been going on for a while now and we will need your support to disband party militias now.
Like all bad things in this country, we call bribes by fond names and we stop seeing them as bad. We call these things political vigilantism and we don't quite appreciate how bad. It is plain warlordism.
The NCC will continue to condemn, name and shame all political parties who endorse, support, sponsor and or identify themselves with any of these groups until these groups are disbanded in word and in deed.
Political parties must be made compelled either by law to immediately disband these groups. Not only disband the groups, disarm the groups.
Coming from my own experience in Liberia and what I saw, and my family, some family members actually fought in the war, and some died in the process. You know, people died, friends of mine died, and it touches everyone. I mean, when a situation comes, it doesn't know party colors, it doesn't know the color of your skin, what you're wearing, it doesn't know anything. This is not on, and we cannot, as a people, allow it to go on.
I believe that the time has come for us as a political class to say that this development is not good for the future of this country. We need to collectively stand up against this, development. That is what we politicians collectively must resolve to avoid, because nobody knows who the next victim will be.
Well, today on the show, we are asking two questions. Do you think the NPP and the NDC are committed to this? And what do you think should be done to disband party militias now? Let's hop onto Facebook to read some of the comments. And we have John, who says, amending the constitution to stop the politician from appointing almost every head of every institution, the police and the security apparatus, I trust can do the job better, except for the fear of losing their jobs or being transferred to undeserving areas. And Zachariah says, when parties know what they do to the security services when they are in power, and once they are out of power, then they don't trust them again. So ban power dear. Then the two parties should take their hands off the security service and allow them to operate constitutionally. And Priscilla says, not when NPP has enrolled the likes of Double and their invisible forces in the national security. Forget it. And we have Walanyo, who says, we've pampered and ridiculed our laws for a long time. There must be a cutoff point, and some people made to pay for their evil deeds. Whoever has gotten away in the past cannot be an excuse. They must not be hesitated to face the full rigor of the law. And Papi says, party militia has nothing to do with media fraternity. We, the citizenry of this country, must cry on these two selfish desperate for power, and that's NPP and NDC, to disband their militia. The citizen must come together and be on them. If not, then I don't see the two parties reaching an agreement to disband their militias. And we have Zlatan, who says, that will mean disbanding the National Security Council because one party has moved their vigilante group into it. And Andrew Orchard says, educate, train them, and employ them, not necessarily into security, other sectors that require strong men. And Oliveira De Silva says, at JoyNews, even the government is using party militia in his security arrangement. We have some at the Jubilee House and some working with the ministers, and you want an opposition party to disband their own? What a joke of the century. Well, away from that, like a stack of cards, President Akufo-Addo has reshuffled some of his ministers and nominated others for new roles in his government. Barbara Otin JC is now Minister Designate for Tourism, Creative Arts and Culture. She replaces Catherine Apeku, who is now Minister of State at the Office of the President, assigned to the Office of the Senior Minister. And social media can't stop talking about it. Let's read some of those tweets. And we have Mark Jordan, who says, Minister of State at the Office of the President. Can someone explain to me what's the role of this minister again? Interesting question. And we have Schoolboy, who says, Catherine Afeku is now Minister of State at the Office of the Senior Minister, where she will become a secretary to the Senior Minister. And Philip Swansea says, Catherine Afeku, Member of Parliament for Valgira and former Minister for Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts, now a PA to the Senior Minister. And JC says, so we now have Catherine Apeku as the Deputy Minister for Senior Minister. In effect, SMH and Nana Akufo-Addo is confused. Hashtag Site 15. And Onassis says, Otiko Afiza Jaba is looking after her sick ex-husband. She refused to go to Italy. Catherine Apeku is fortunate to be an MP with a healthy husband she wouldn't have to worry about. And it says, man make wild. And Change Agent says, Catherine Apeku has been reassigned Office of the Senior Minister. Yeah. And Kay says, you people say Catherine Apeku, what, they understudy Osafo Mafo? So he's asking a very interesting question. And Afro Station says, I still don't get it. Why was Catherine Apeku reassigned? Why? It seems to be the question on everybody's lips. Why was she reassigned? Well, interesting tweets coming right there. It's time for us to take a short breather, and when we are back, we're today we'll be showing you our most watched videos of the week. Welcome back from that short break. The show is still JoyNews Interactive, and it's time for us to start the most watched videos of the week. But today we're going to start from the third most watched video. This video had 70,000 views, 116 comments, 849 reactions, and 287 shares. It is the video of bodybuilders supporting JoyNews' campaign for the government to disband party militias. Let's take a look at that.
Well, we're here at the Don Fuzi gym here at Nima. There's a lot of bodybuilding going on. A lot of the people here come here very in the morning to train. What I've heard is no pain, no gain. But I think I'll let go of this. Probably when I finish, then I'll be in appropriate, attire to train for this purpose. Well, we've been speaking to them about our campaign to disband party militias, now. We've also been talking about the perception and the notion out there that a lot of bodybuilders, people with big biceps, are actually engaged in violence. They've been debunking, that perception, and they told us that they've also heard that. But we're bringing the conversation of party militias here to find out from them also what they make, of it.
Oh, right, says Ogun. I say Ogun. Yeah, macho funu fi. You see, I must say who macho maya. Now if you say, oh yeah, bad boy, and yeah, bad.
Well, he says he is excited about a campaign to disband party militias because a lot of people, anytime they see bodybuilders, anytime they see people with big biceps, they think that they are violent. They think that, in his own words, they think they are bad boys, right?
Yes. Monday, strongest
okay, for competition. Okay. Well, he says he's engaged in bodybuilding because of competition and not for the purposes of violence.
I would say it's not good because most of the times it makes other people see bodybuilders as how they call it, troublemakers and that kind of thing. So I would say that the government should try its possible best. He has to disband those that he has within his party. I know when he does that, other parties will emulate his example and they also disband theirs. But he will decide, because those guys are guys who we know, all of us know that they are being supported by some of the big men within their own party. When they are taking the action, they will not know who is there. It might be your brother, it might be your cousin, your wife, your child, that kind of thing.
It's good that you, the media, you are doing something about this. It's a perception that people say on bodybuilders, okay? Like wherever there's garden or something, when they see a muscular guy, they believe you are for violence.
Would you say that perception is there because of the activities of party militia groups?
I think it's another factor. As I said earlier, people have a different mentality about bodybuilders, okay?
Now, the second most watched video is that of Deputy Information Minister Pius Hajide and MP for Ododo Diodo Ni Lante Vanderpool trading insults. That video had 100,000 views, 1.1 thousand reactions, 832 comments, and 1,082 shares. Let's watch that.
What is wrong with that? Then Mr. Vanderpool, Mr. Ofusompofo has been lying to the nation. How? Because in an interview with Evans Mensah, he talked about how all parties must disband their militias. Yes. They must make sure that the people of Ghana...
Oh, is it a militia? It's a church.
Mr. Vanderpool.
It's a prayer camp.
If you become very indecent in your language, I will not tolerate that.
What nonsense do you mean by it's a church?
Okay, gentlemen.
What do you mean by it's a church?
Gentlemen.
It's your father's house.
Gentlemen.
It's your father's house.
Gentlemen, please.
Not my mother's kitchen.
Let's de-escalate.
Not my mother's kitchen.
No, Mr. Hajide. Mr. Hajide, you're not
one of those boys who cannot
Mr. Hajide, Mr. Vanderpool. Mr. Hajide,
Gentlemen,
please. please, we have a, oh, no, we can't do this.
But
please,
you heard him say nonsense.
Please, we can't do this. I heard all of it, and all of it is condemnable. We have an audience watching us. Please, gentlemen, there are children, your children, watching us. We can't do this. Please, let's not make this matter escalate to this point. We're having a conversation. It can't get abusive. Please, let's not do that. Either of you. Not on this platform. Please, I must beg you. Let us stick to the issues. There's an important conversation to be had. Let's not let it de-escalate. I have a question for you, Mr. Vanderpoy. The chairman of your party has said in an interview with Evans Mensah that all parties must disband their vigilante groups and militias. He has talked about how the people of Ghana are the ones who lose, who suffer as a result of this. But if you are saying that he has said in the past, and so you believe that he said in this meeting that you will set up security teams and overt and covert operations, and you will have ballot box protection.
Well, that was our second most watched video of the week. Now, I saved the best for the last. Yes, the best. With 112,000 views, 2.5 thousand reactions, 561 comments, and 903 shares. It is our very own Mapito, Sibidi, and Israelite doing the Resurrection Challenge. Let's look at that.
We're going to have our own Resurrection Challenge right here. You're smiling, Maps. Don't smile. Stop it. Do find out that. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, let's go. Right. Okay, that's it for the bulletin. My name is Israelite, and that's my pizza survey day. We're going to have our own Resurrection Challenge right here. You're smiling, Maps. Don't smile. Stop it. Do find out that. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, let's go. Right. Okay, that's it for the bulletin. My name is Israelite, and that's my pizza survey day.
That's a very beautiful video right there. It's time for us to wrap up on the show. JoyNews Interactive with me, Selinam Ampo. Join me next week. Bye-bye.